Little Caesars changed the game, bro.
They did.
Little Caesars changed. That's the most childish shit I've ever seen.
Hey, Chewy, blood. They want you on the podcast, bro. Look, he Mexican, bro. You gotta put him on.
Am I interrupting your depression? I'm sorry.
This week's episode of The Voice Party is brought to you by Big Boy Raps. Get your car wrapped by some of the most experienced and skilled in the Bay. Big Boy Raps, where the big boys play.
Welcome to The Voice Party, everybody. We've had another cancellation, so we're shooting this shit again.
Are we live?
We are live. We've been live for a little while
I guess
now.
Phil's doing the intro this time.
There we go, Phil. Hell yeah.
All right. I don't want to hear shit about Make America Great Again, okay? Please. Okay, go.
Lower taxes, harder on crime, JD.
They already went hard on crime in the 90s.
Better rehabilitation, Phil. Better rehabilitation.
Exactly. Stop taking away programs and shit like that and say we're going hard on crime and fix shit.
Yeah.
But then you always going hard on crime and then you be like, why are these people doing better? Because
Hey,
you took everything
which
away.
crimes you
Take
go harder
taxes
on?
away from the military and give it to schools.
Wait, which crimes do they go harder on?
Huh?
Which crimes? Be specific.
Well, you know, robberies, all the things Democrats decriminalized.
No,
Pretty much
'cause it was-
everything
'cause
but
Democrats were the hardest on it in the 90s so they could win the fucking election.
Well, they need to start winning some more elections at this
They
rate.
did. Bush. Never mind. Fuck it. All right. Anyway, what we talking about?
I guess it's
enough with the
politics.
politics.
Is this a political episode?
We do enough of politics.
Can you turn my headphones down? You guys are
Yeah, I'll turn your headphones
Green.
down. You're over here.
Or just turn your voices down. That's all you got to fucking
that
do.
too, we could just not
Jeez,
scream.
The
Yeah,
reason
you
why
don't
we're
have to
arguing right
scream.
now is because Phil said earlier that Ben Affleck's the best Batman. So
Oh,
that I
not this again.
Pigeon-toed it
Wait,
over
wait,
here.
wait,
I
wait.
just brought the same angle.
Okay, let's just.
No, we're moving on.
I don't
Someone
wanna
else.
hear-
What do you want to talk, Marcos?
I want to say.
Yeah.
I had the greatest fucking day today. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say about that,
Marco's nipples were hard from 2 to 3.
bro.
He looked like he was salivating.
Bro, he had notes. He's
prepared.
never this prepared
Never
for
this prepared.
any other guest.
I was prepared.
He did research.
It was like
No, I didn't-
Marcos had a group project that it was just all on
He
him,
did it
and
himself.
he fucking got an A+.
I was expecting to glance over at his notes and just see like number 31. Can I suck your dick?
He crossed it out because he was like, it'd be weird on later.
He was like, I saw him erase it, and he was just like, "Can I just see it?"
You really were a fan of that guy's band? You weren't just shooting the shit?
Nah, dude,
like,
nah.
that was one of the reasons I became a lead singer.
Wow.
I
That-
mean,
like,
it's a famous
okay.
band.
No, I didn't. Well, I
Okay,
don't
so
know,
understand.
I don't know the band.
But
That's why I'm
understand
like-
this, right? So
I
I grew up.
remember from TV.
I grew up in that Disney
Really?
era where Jonas Brothers, them, and like Hot Shot Ray wasn't
Who's
signed
them?
to Disney.
Is that a ba-
No, All Star Weekend.
Oh, okay.
And
Them is a
like
dope
Hot Shot
name
Ray,
for all.
right?
There is a band called them. That's
That's
why I
dope.
asked.
They were all like my idols.
Yep.
They were like what I wanted to be because I was starting to write music like that, and I was like, these are the perfect bands I could go on tour with.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I was not even close to ready, but you know, I was in my head. I'm thinking like, you know, I can do this.
Hey, same for me, dude. I wanted to go on tour with MC Hammer back in the day.
Right. And so like seriously, and I play.
Right,
I have their
MC
songs on my playlist, and
MC Hammer.
every once in a while when I want to listen to like my nostalgia
Hold on,
playlist.
don't go too fast. I gotta write down MC. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I listen to them. I still listen to them to this day, and it's like it was seriously one of the coolest things ever because I've been thinking about this in my past, like, or just lately, how the past few trips to LA, wherever I've gone, I've actually been able to meet some of my favorite singers and stuff. Yeah, I posted it. Some of my favorite singers growing up. And yes, you know, to an extent, they've all kind of died down in their careers and stuff. But nonetheless, it's been super cool. And I've gotten in contact with people and the relationships I built through my music career or journey, I'd say journey, is just freaking incredible. And like, I attest this to like, not only just being able, you know, having Joaquin working for him, but like, I wouldn't be able to do this if
Working with him, not for him.
sorry, working with them. But like, if it wasn't for us, like doing what we do, grinding so hard, like, cause imagine if if we only had like 3 episodes out, and he was just like, nah, we're good. I'm good. Like, I don't want to do this.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But
He actually sat and watched.
He actually sat and watched it, and the episodes he saw were newer episodes of us. You know, we've been doing this for a while. We've been getting a lot better.
You gotta give a special shout out to Sean Boyles.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Sean Boyles for
The mayor,
for
vice mayor of Richmond.
sure. And no, I don't care about politics that much.
He was on one of the episodes. That's why I was saying that.
No, yeah.
Were you there when we? I thought
He
you were
wasn't there.
I was not there.
Oh.
No, I got there.
He didn't support that candidate. That's why.
Well, that wasn't why. That wasn't why.
Neither did him.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't vote in Richmond elections anyway.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So I mean, like overall, that was just like such a cool experience. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Thank God. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's always dope to meet somebody who you've
Looked up
idolized, looked up to, and things like that. It really
It's rare too that you get to do that.
and
Right.
then also that they're cool too, and like super
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know they always say sometimes the biggest thing is like meeting your idols because they're like a letdown and they're
And that
rude.
definitely
or like
wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't at all. And
The
then
guy wasn't a dick to you. He
No.
wasn't a dick to him.
Yeah.
No.
And you know he's in a place where he's like equal to us.
Well, and the cool thing is, just like Joaquin said earlier off camera, it was like this could have gone a whole different way. It could have been, you know, if he showed up, he could have been like, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about being a teacher. And then, you know,
Yeah.
like then selfishly my heart would have been like, oh no, like I didn't get to like I didn't get to pick my idol's brain about something that I'm passionate about that he got me into.
Have you seen this? There's a skit that he did. Harrison Ford did with I think Conan. You know what I'm talking about? Where Harrison Ford is in like, you know, on the show, and he's like, we're gonna open it up for the audience to ask him questions, and they're like, yeah, just no Star Wars questions.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy dressed as a Jedi. He's like, he's like, you like movies? And Harrison's like, yeah. That's what it would have been like.
Yeah. No,
Because I
100%.
I talked to the girl. I've shared this so much, and it sucks because she would have been down. The girl that starred in the Blair Witch Project.
Mm-hmm.
She's my friend on Facebook, and every once in a while we'll message back and forth. And for the Halloween season, I wanted to interview her about the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
But she says, I don't really like talking about the Blair Witch anymore. And I'm like, fuck.
Your fingers
She's
out
like
your fucking mouth.
she's like a botanist, right?
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have had a botanist on the show.
But come on, like it's like,
We
oh,
had
tell
a
me
botanist on the
tell me
show yet?
about California poppies, I guess.
Okay, like, she doesn't want to do the Blair Witch, but like, did she do any movies after that? Did she do any movies before that?
She doesn't want to talk about acting no more.
Oh, okay.
She was in the movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. and shit, and you know, blah blah blah. But
I guess you know what, this is not really the same thing, but it's kind of when you guys like told me like when Ashanti came, and she was like, yeah, she opens up for Bobby Lee. And then she's like, I don't want to talk about comedy, though. I want to talk about my jail job. I was like, dang it. I wanted to
But
ask
that was
some
still
comedy
a really,
question.
really
it was, yeah.
No, that was a great interview. That's why I said it's not the same thing, but
No.
like,
Thanks for sharing that on air, man.
You can-
I'm just kidding.
you can edit that out.
Yeah, but it would suck. Like, good thing he was an open book about it.
Right.
But it would suck to, like, you know, if I did get her on and you know, tell me what flowers I can eat, you know.
Right.
Like, not that I don't care, but it's just like it's one of the dopest movies ever.
Well, yeah, you also got to think like the audience. If the audience sees that person as the guest, they have expectations about what
Exactly.
the conversation is going to be about.
Okay, so, like, do you think it's... I understand, like, you have to think about the person's feelings and stuff like that,
at one
but
point I thought you were repressing too much about the music, and he seemed uncomfortable.
I felt that. That's why I try to push back.
Did you get that too?
Yeah, that's why I let you guys go into teaching.
Yeah.
Because I figured...
But I could tell you were like,
I got like 16 more questions, dude.
he was like, when we moved on to teaching, he was like
a lot more calm.
He was like smoking in Devo's chicken coop.
Yeah. I should probably apologize to him about that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Cause I was like, I don't know, because I asked him a few questions just to get like a timeline of when this happened, because I wanted to know.
That's what it is, the reversive therapy.
Huh?
I said this is
reverse therapy. Exactly. Yeah, that was kind of probably a bad thing. But I was like, I just wanted to get the timeline of when this started. Yeah. Okay, so he's like, we started in 2008 and it went to like 2013. I'm like, oh, this was like fairly recent. And I'm trying to picture me, where was I during the same time? Right. And also realize he's close to my age. Like he just turned 33. I'll be turning 34 this year. So I'm
2015 is when he ended. That's when he was. I mean, let's say just saying 25.
Yeah. And then he went to UC Berkeley at the age of 26. Right. So I was like, that's dope as hell too.
Mature.
Yeah.
I think. So when you get to a certain level like that, though, right, in your field, I know that you definitely are human. I have to remember that and kind of take into consideration. But
just realize he might be watching this episode.
Oh yeah. But no, it's not. Yeah. It's not anything bad.
Yeah,
it's not.
No, it's not anything.
He follows us now.
No, this is not anything bad. I'm just saying, like, I think I just forgot too, because my whole thing as a fan, as someone who's looked up to him, I'm like, oh, I have a million questions that I've been wanting to ask you for a million years. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where he's like, that's not me anymore, dude. Like, I thought I was coming here to talk about teaching. I was like, my bad.
Trust and believe. I did not tell him that I was bringing him on to talk about teaching.
Okay.
I said I wanted to talk about his music and teaching.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
he said he's an open book too. So like,
I hope I didn't go too far with him.
I think you're fine. I think Zach is very generous with
and we still talked after, and he was still open about talking to music a little bit after off camera. So I think
the stuff we asked him off camera was better than we asked off camera.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
Common motherfucking sense on that one. Thank you both. Thank everybody.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's just a thing of like the fan meeting. Like you're looking at him like, oh God, I remember like all these dope songs you was doing, but then you start thinking like the business side of things, that's not every. You see all the positives, and then he probably experiences some of the negatives, and that's probably why I don't talk about.
Why I mean,
he didn't want to stay there.
Yeah, there's a reason, like, you fucking left.
Yeah.
The all the shit he was talking about, all the dope stuff,
right.
There was this guy, I forgot his name. He was in a famous movie. He was a villain for some famous movie. I saw an interview with him talking about. He had an experience, like one of the things that scared him from Hollywood is he was in a film with, what's that guy's name, the villain from Daredevil?
Colin Farrell.
The show.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio. He said Vincent D'Onofrio, like, this is how he knows, like, actors are crazy, and that's why I don't want to turn into that. It was a movie with Vincent D'Onofrio, and like they had prop guns, and he fucked up the scene, and he said Vincent D'Onofrio got the gun and pointed at him, like, in his head, like the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, it was the craziest shit.
God,
like,
it was just a
yeah. But he's like, and then he like firing it, like, and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Man.
Yeah, and he said that's like, I'm out of here. Like, this is crazy. I'm not built for this. So
that's
Look, there's some stuff that we can't even imagine that.
Well, that's what I was saying on the podcast too. Is like from our perspective as growing artists and as starving artists, we're like, how if you were almost there, why would you give up? And then you hear his story, and you're like, wow, we really you can't imagine.
Patricia,
not even almost there. The man was
you ever
there.
Heard that? You ever heard that?
Well, but like in his head, he wasn't there yet.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you always like, just like we are now. We're not.
We think it's crazy.
We think it's crazy, but we also were like, okay, that was great. This video did great on social media. How do we do better this time?
Yeah,
that's exactly what he was saying. It's like, how do we get bigger and bigger? And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Patricia Noel said it best. There's a million, like, once you get into the belly of the beast, that's just gonna spit you out and like take away all that's great from you. But there's a million people waiting in line to get into the belly of the beast. So it's
so the belly of the beast is never gonna get better because everyone wants to get in anyway. Right. You know what? It's
You ever think about you guys, like, I'm asking because he's in the same, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, reflecting on the band itself. I looked it up about their dissolution. It doesn't really say why they broke up, but
like the differences in songwriting.
But the fact that the band split, it kind of reminds me of like my group split, and I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that no split of creative partners is ever easy.
No, not at all.
And I'm pretty sure that there's some pain. I know that I felt some pain in my group split. Some stuff that I'm still kind of healing from in some ways. So, man, you know, that just asking those questions, digging up those old ghosts can be hard.
Yeah.
Well, just to like draw parallels, you were talking about like the way we run our podcast and how we're looking at numbers and how can we do better, and that's how he was looking with his band. By that same token, as a fan, you're only seeing one side of the story when it comes to that band and what's going on with them. You don't see all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
Like, why did Gaspar leave? He was such a great part
I was
of
going to
it.
say, well, that's the same thing here with this podcast. Like,
you see how much Phil bullied the guy, you'd understand.
My God, can I get a word in edgewise? I'm about to mute JD in a second.
JD, you keep interrupting, dude.
He's getting really bad at it.
We
Holy
need
shit.
a guest so you can shut up.
Go ahead.
So anyway, like people who listen to our show, like they don't see what goes on in our group chat. They don't see what goes on when we're not recording. They don't see any of the behind the scenes stuff. They're just like, I wonder why that person's not around anymore.
Right.
So there's always two sides to the story. So then having somebody like that come on here, we can actually pick their brain back. Well, what happened?
Right.
You know?
Right. And like you said, to be an open book about it was awesome, and just I think it was really insightful too. I think if you're an artist coming up in any way, shape, or form, that's a great episode to listen to really be like, whoa, okay, take it. And you know what actually I liked too? You know what actually he pointed out a lot of stuff in himself. Was like, I didn't like the person I became. I thought that was really interesting. Because you would see, I'd hear a lot of people.
I had a lot of questions for that I was like holding back, and I held back.
Right, but like to hear, you'd hear people be like, the guys and I just, you could either be really political about it and be like, we just weren't on the same page anymore, or, fuck that guy because this guy did this and that to me, or my manager stole from me or whatever, blah blah. And then you're like, he was like, nah, like I was also becoming the person I didn't want to become, and I thought that was really interesting.
The further removed from a situation like that, I think you become more reflective of like what part you might have played a role in and stuff like that.
Right.
We're talking about this. I kind of want to get off this topic. Like it was a great episode. But what group would y'all like to get back together? Like that you like really looked up to? Did you like the stuff that you like, man? Because I always thought. For me, Pretty Ricky, I got into Pretty Ricky like kind of late.
Pretty Ricky?
Yeah, Pretty Ricky, dude.
Damn, I heard that name.
Well, because every time I would listen to it, it'd be like a female in the car with me. That's why. And I was like, they got like some good ass music, like really like sexual music. I'm like, yo, they make some dope shit. Grind up, like, right? And then I was like, why don't they get back together? I'm like, oh, you know how you experience something later. I'm like, why don't they do more shit together? 112, it was only Slim.
Yeah, that's true.
For my sister, B2K. Like several of them have gone on done interviews, stuff like that, and they've done reality TV and stuff like that. And then like Lil Fizz and Omarion had like this beef because Lil Fizz was dating Omarion's baby mom, but then there were stories.
Omarion was like super popular on his own, right?
He was super popular on his own. He went solo, and then like everybody else tried to drop like an album that didn't do well. And then you find out later, like, oh, Fizz did this with his baby mama, but Omarion would steal girls from other group members. He would get jealous if like they was, if they was talking to other people, but he would like go ahead and snatch people. I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of drama behind the scenes. And then he, while it was like the group all wanted to get back together, Omarion didn't. And I'm like, ah, shit, like that's like.
I mean, like,
would you go solo?
I mean, not right now.
Well,
look at him.
But
I think most lead singers probably think about it at some point in their career, though, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
you ever have scuffles?
It's kind of like the elephant of the room of every band.
That's what I meant to ask. You ever have scuffles with a band where you're like, fuck this, I'm going to go solo one day? Not that you would.
No, yeah, okay, yeah. Like, back in the day, like, I'd be like, fuck you guys. Like, I don't really need you. You know what I mean? But, like, that was, like, the past members too, and like I had a lot.
Because you guys have gone through like 2 changes now.
Yeah, a few changes. This core group that we have right now though is really solid, and I think we've learned how to talk things out. Specifically, me and my brother were the only ones fighting a lot. And I know, yeah, but like I know. Here's the thing, I know that I can't do things without them, and I know that. Yeah.
Just like
I don't know why you're clapping. I guess.
just like I know I can't do any of this without you guys.
Appreciate that.
Even me.
Oh yeah, we definitely can do some shit out you and your Republican shit.
Nah, but that Republican shit
I had to
comes
get
in.
you. I had to get
Even you, Phil.
Especially you, Phil.
You know I can mute your mic right now.
Hey, can you guys not interrupt
You wouldn't mute
Marcos?
the black man's mic now.
Hey, can you guys
It's because I'm a Democrat. How you know I'm not conservative? You know, black people.
I'm
are
going to
actually very
mishear you in my
conservative.
earphones, Corday.
I'm not the one who gave you guys your own separate but equal table.
Hey, he's bald
okay?
too, bro.
Well, first off, okay,
some
here's a
conservative
quick
shit.
breakdown. Here's a quick breakdown. If everybody have questions, like, why do two black guys always sit next to? Well, me and JD are really big, and we have wide shoulders and wide elbows, so that's why Mark will sit next to JD, and I sit next to Joaquin.
We'll crowd the table.
We'll crowd the table. It'll be like a lot of this. There's a lot of this.
And
It's like
JD,
kinda-
JD
a lot of
already
this.
does that
Lot of that.
now. With
Hey
me.
guys,
Also, there's-
can you guys quit interrupting Marcos and let him finish?
Sorry.
Shut up, JD. He would do this all show. You fucking.
JD's been doing that for 6 months.
I really like how
4
the
years,
transition occurs. We have full like brown Latino,
That's
and then
not
we've
fucking
got
brown.
but
He's talking about you, fool.
you, and then we've got
You gotta
Marcos,
pay attention.
and then you've got the quarter Latino. The rest is
true.
black,
We
and then
should sit
full
next to
black.
each other.
It's a great transition.
Yeah, it's like a seamless transition.
Black and native, son. Black and native.
What are we talking about again?
We were talking about seating arrangements, but
Seeing Raymond and going solo.
Oh yeah.
So
The groups we wanna get
you
back
wouldn't
together.
do like the thing Brandon Urie did, where he went solo but kept the Panic at the Disco name.
If everyone,
Oh,
yeah,
that's fucked up.
Actually, okay, I've thought about this, right? I've thought about this. If every band member was like,
Gone.
"Fuck you, I want to leave," and I was already at that point though, where like the name was big enough.
You would ask
I-
him though, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah. I would have a talk with them and just be like, "Hey, I want to keep the band going," and if blah blah blah, I'd be respectful about it. Obviously, I guess that depends on how every member leaves and stuff. That's in that scenario. But if like the band was just like, "Nah, we're done now,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, fucked," like I personally would not be like, "I'm giving up yet."
So
But I don't see that. I truly do not see that happening right now. Like I think we're chilling, and I think right now we're always just learning how to compromise with each other.
Good.
And so like
That's
for
good.
me, like we have a new single coming out soon, and it's
there we
like
go. Oh,
it's
yeah.
not like my entirely favorite song. I love the song. It's called Chains.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, it's called Chains.
No, I'm saying don't do that. Like
What?
always prop up new singles and shit. Like every artist, how artists be like, hey, this is probably like the best project I put. Like always
Yeah.
do that shit.
Can you imagine if we did that shit? We're like, this week's episode,
Yeah.
it's not one of our best. It's all right.
All right.
Next week's is going to be better, but still check it
All right,
out.
okay.
yeah,
well,
only
I'll say-
Kevin Smith gets away with shit like that.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
self-deprecative.
Well, I'll say this. This is the reason I'm saying this is because personally, I've heard the song so much, right?
You tired of it?
I played the song so much.
There you go.
It's an older song,
That's a better way. Yeah.
and like I have newer stuff that I was like really excited. I'm like, damn, I want to put this out now. But like I understand that
You gotta get
like
it out.
I have to get this one out, right?
I get that. I'm sure me and JD feel the same way about Unhealthy Comedian at this point, where it's like, Jesus Christ, can we?
Hey.
I'm sick of it by now.
I for real have a question for
Yeah.
you. And this is actually blaming him. Okay. It's not his fault. It's just we were talking about it. And I was like, for real, it got me thinking. Because I felt guilty. You've been coming with me to shows. And like, obviously,
Oh,
you're
okay.
super involved with
Okay.
this. And you're now super involved also with your 2 nuts, 1 sack. Playing with your 2 nuts, 1 sack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's asking, he was like,
This is not taking your time away from your music, is it?
No.
Because if it is, you're fired.
No. Right now, what I'm going through, what you're seeing from like the band's social media page and stuff like that, is I go through these stints of like, I can go for 6-7 months and make 30 pieces of content a day for that, right? And I can make 2 nuts 1 sack at the same time, and I can come here once a month and do this, no problem. And then
That's called drinking 3 Red Bulls a day.
Yeah, 100%. And then it gets to a point though where I've made, if you go on TikTok and Instagram, I've made 100 videos, over 100 videos, 110 videos with that song, and it hasn't popped off yet. And so I'm kind of getting this, like, even the fans are like, hey, like, okay, we've heard it, like, when's the new stuff coming out? And I'm like, okay. I kind of burned myself out with that song, and I'm waiting. We have new stuff coming that's like already getting mixed right now, so I can start making pre-making videos a bunch for TikTok and social media and stuff like that, and really get the ground running again with new video ideas and new concepts and stuff like that. But yeah, and also we're working on new covers too, so I can start posting those. But as of right now, that's what you're seeing. Like I was like at that burnt out state of like making videos for every channel, and I'm like, okay, I gotta take a break.
It happens.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just took 2 weeks break off social media.
Yeah.
And it was just because burned out. I'm, had enough stuff here posted up, and then I'm like getting flyers for shows. I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta start posting and shit like that.
Yeah, but think about it. I'm posting 2 to 3 videos a day on each platform. On each page, so on the band's page and my page.
Marcos, you ain't gotta top me, okay, dude? I was trying to meet you. I was trying to meet you there.
Sorry.
I was trying to connect.
Corday,
you over here stomping.
I only posted like a 10-second video. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was just talking and I started it.
2 nuts, 1 sack. Tomorrow's June, the voice party.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the pie is right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
I figured.
That's what my pie is.
Okay, and
You can show the camera.
Oh yeah, I'm bored and I just like.
Yeah, it's a.
Well, that's what it seems like it is, but what if we just erased? No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
he hates.
We
he
try
hates
and keep the
idea.
schedule easy
No, I don't hate
here.
it. I don't hate
but if you ever do get burnt out, like we can always give
especially
you a break
because you're in a
and
fucking
rotate
band,
out or
and I've
something.
seen a lot of my musician friends get burnt out, and that's why I was like,
No, I'll let you guys know if I'm
Okay.
ever like feeling super burnt
We got
out.
plenty of co-hosts.
Yeah.
We can give you a break. It's fine.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they don't ever show up. but,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
how about the other
Other
extra pieces? Of
it's
We'll
funny.
pull some people off the bench.
You know what's funny is some co-hosts find out they're gone from the group chat eventually, and they're like, "Hey," and I was like,
It's like, well, you haven't responded to
Yeah.
anything in like 6 months.
I
so.
know.
like, yeah.
And you haven't showed up in the past year.
and it just kind of like this isn't I'll every once in a while kind of thing.
This is gonna. But you know what? I'm actually really excited for the 200th episode.
It already happened.
Oh, it did already happen at this
No,
point?
this will air before the 200th.
This is gonna be really cool.
Let's get emotional about this.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be cool because this is the first time it's actually the core of us that we found this core group.
Yeah.
And it's stuck around for a while.
JD, sit your ass up, dude. This is you get 2 goddamn.
Let him be. Hey, he's not feeling right. Let him be calm.
Oh right, I forgot that.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? I'm in pain right now, dude. I've been in pain this whole fucking day. You hear my voice too, right?
Is that why you've been interrupting so much?
No, I'm fucking miserable, dude. I'm not. Did I interrupt you right now?
Short fumes.
Did I interrupt?
I just want to
you?
thank you for
Bitch.
being so kind to the guest that I invited previously under your duress. You saved it till it was just the family. Thank you so much.
Yeah, right. Oh, you always unload on the family. This is why I'm in therapy, JD. This is yeah, when company's here, you don't do stuff, but all of a sudden, when it's just us family here, let it all out.
As an abusive father, you kind of have to know when you can strike. You gotta hit him in the body. You can't show the bruises in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, even Lester left the sticker. Fuck.
You'll take it though.
I'll say
Fuck
this.
yeah,
though.
spend
I'll
money
say
on
this-
this shit.
I'll say this though. I don't think I've ever done 200 of anything.
Yeah, you've eaten like 200 tortas.
I was about to say no, but I was thinking I thought of sports, and I've done that like 200 times. But
No, but you know what I mean. Like this is different. It's
No. As far as you've done way over 200 shows.
Marco, shut the fuck up.
You just lost
Marcos.
this argument.
No. But this
Let
is
him have his
with a team effort.
each
With a group
episode is a community group effort.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a collaboration. It's different than doing a show.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
different
like a
than-
solo show.
And the thing that I think we need to draw attention to is we have never missed a week in 4 years. We have never missed a week. Not when there was a pandemic, not when we didn't have a place to record, not when we were having to record remotely.
Right after funerals.
Nobody showed up one time. It was just me and JD for one session. Like, we have never missed a week in 4 years.
Hell yeah.
And in a way, it's kind of served as therapy sometimes. And in some ways, it's, it built fucking, like the first time I ever fucking had this guy on, didn't think he'd be back for another, 8 months.
Now he's a regular.
And now he's here. He's more involved than me sometimes. Same with this fucking guy.
Yeah.
I never thought he would be, I honestly thought at this point he'd be signed for like Disney already or something.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Real talk, yo. This
Live Nation, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like my 5th podcast, yo. It's like my 5th podcast.
It's my third.
This is my first.
My first one.
Oh, good. Hey, that's good shit on y'all. Because I remember trying to start one of my own. For some reason, that didn't work out because I was in the middle of school and was stressed out.
Yeah.
I joined 2, and then as I joined 1, started another one with the homies, and then the first one I joined, it stopped because that guy moved to Austin to work on like another podcast that was like big on YouTube. Then the other one with my homies was the sports one. That faded because I went back to school. Started one with a homegirl of mine. That ended because And
are they up at all? Like, were they on Spotify and stuff?
Cool. Yep, on Spotify. Yep. And check out the Lit podcast. All right. Last episode was I think 2022.
but were they video podcasts or just?
Nah, they wasn't video. We did like one video thing. We was trying to. I think we wanted to move there like to eventually, and then like I was coming up with like a lot of the ideas. We're not gonna talk about that, but it's like it was a collaborative effort. It was just came through conversation. Like this. It came through conversation.
Well, that's like what JD was saying here is where it's a community effort because like. JD can't do this all by himself. I can't do this all by myself.
Yes, I can. I'm just kidding. No, I really can't.
You cranky as fuck right now. You can't do all this shit by yourself.
I know he's cranky. He keeps scratching out 2 nuts 1 sack. He keeps writing it and scratching it out.
You know why? That's because Marcos, he's talking shit. You and that half black dude who has none but white friends was talking shit about the fact no one of us roasted y'all. All right, so real talk.
Looking like
Marcos,
Chance the Rapper.
I think he's
looking like
I don't know why he's
Chance the Rapper ate another Chance the Rapper and then started Weight Watchers and lost 30 pounds and was still fat. That's who you look like, motherfucker. I don't even know your goddamn name, light-skinned motherfucker.
Opportunity.
Hating on this man.
I don't know his name. He's on the 2 nuts 1 sack. He came from me. Y'all told you didn't want this. All right? You set yourself up. All right? You said you're supposed to be a comedian, but you couldn't. We go, this is all for you. You wanted to smoke? Well, here it is, bitch. All right?
Gang. Voice party,
gang. All right? Big, beautiful forehead gang. All right?
I'm rocking that team today.
What was we talking about? I just had to let that out. I go on rants all the time.
My pain is gone.
That sounded like your pee. I love
you
that.
You wanted it.
Look
you ain't never been to a show. You come to a show, roast.
Look at like
you know what that means?
Rapper.
You know what that means?
What?
You can come on now.
So the fuck I'm talking about. There we go. Okay.
Hey, retarded.
But it is like JD was saying.
Clip that one too.
I'll clip that. It's been a community effort.
It's been a community effort.
Even the people.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of lost interest at one point until we was like, we started bringing new people that were like, fresh ideas. I think we all 3 of us, the originals. I think at one point we were kind of feeling burnt out. Yeah, right?
A little.
I know you were like barely hanging on when your grandpa died. I don't know if I can mention that on air.
Yeah, I was The Walking Dead for quite some time. But I still was committed. I just
but it was also fucking sad to see you come in sometimes like hungover or whatever you were and sad, and it was just like,
being hungover is not that bad.
I wasn't hungover.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what you
emotionally
were.
hungover.
See, what I was gonna say is, even the people who aren't here with us right now,
fuck them, all of them.
God damn! I'm trying to say something positive here.
Let Phil be nice for once.
Let's talk about
let him
dead.
talk.
I was saying, even the people that aren't with us no more, like they still helped pick up that ball and carry it a little further.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
yes,
and they're lifetime supporters. It's not like that we got bad blood with anyone.
True.
No, 100%.
Except for that motherfucker Gaspar. Fuck him. Fuck Gaspar. Never paid me for officiating his fucking wedding. He paid me some ceviche. That piece of shit. I hope you have a terrible wedding. Marriage.
He didn't invite me to his fucking wedding.
He didn't invite none of us.
The nerve.
Hello, strangers.
The worst thing is when you do
fucked up hairlines.
The worst thing.
Thought we were friends. I knew we weren't close.
The worst thing you do is when you do like a favor for a friend and they pay you with something that you don't even take. Like you said, ceviche or some shit like that.
Here's some kettlebells. Like,
people pay me kettlebells. that is why JD is still unhealthy because they try to give him healthy shit. They trying to pay him in gym memberships and 15-day passes, and he's not taking it. Like for me, people always try to pay me in weed. I don't smoke, okay? Stop paying me in weed. Like I just get paranoid, or I just give it away to somebody else who I know who smokes. That's like giving alcohol to Marcos. Like why would you pay Marcos in alcohol?
Well,
you know he went to rehab. He's doing amazing. Stop tempting him, all right? Like,
It's meant to sanitize wounds.
Is when they give you when you go play a show, like I'm sober, and they're like, here's a drink token, like a free drink. And I'm like, does this work for a Red Bull?
I get so
like, this could be worth $16 or $4.
Yeah.
Just be cashing out on them Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
No, I don't even drink like mocktails.
Roy Rogers.
It's Coke and grenadine.
Coke and grenadine. I prefer. I try not to drink any
Temptation.
mocktails. Yeah, just sometimes they taste way too similar.
Gotcha.
Like he was like, you want a non-alcoholic mojito, and I was like, sure. The other day,
You said no at first.
and I said no at first, and then I was like, no, I'll try it. And so I tried it, and then like halfway through, I was like, oh, this is just like, it's actually not so much that, because mojitos were never my drink, but what scared me was like, did you accidentally put booze in here? Did something slip in here? And then I was like, you know what? I'm probably never gonna do that again.
What about a virgin daiquiri?
Yeah, it's just the idea of
Virgin.
You would have to make it yourself, I guess, in order to trust it. But
Yeah, 'cause
even
bartenders
then,
be
it tastes
fucking
too
up.
much.
Yeah,
Well, see, they're busy.
and it's
Well,
not their
busy.
fault,
It's not.
like if they like just don't remember, like they all have a bad day, and it's either I shouldn't be there in the first place, or I just have to be responsible enough to know what I'm putting myself through, right?
It's like that. It's like that fucking John Mulaney joke where if you don't drink booze, there's no options for you. You go to a party, and it was like, "Hey, I know you don't drink, but my girlfriend left her IUDs."
Yeah,
hella random.
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I'd say virgin daiquiris because they were just, I used to get those as a kid and they were fucking amazing. That's why they were just delicious. That's why I said. But I was
also
thinking
some
that.
like the mixtures and liqueurs and stuff, like they have some kind of booze in them, and so like I try not to.
Oh.
Like even if it's a small percentage, like people are like, why don't you just drink non-alcoholic beer? And I was like, it tastes too much. I tried non-alcoholic champagne when I first got out of rehab, and it was
like champagne.
very, very
like
close.
champagne?
Like the taste was just it didn't taste quite like champagne.
It tastes
but
weird.
It tasted close enough that I got like triggered pretty bad.
What about
How do
apple
you-
cider?
I was
love
just going to
apple
ask,
cider.
how do you feel about Martinelli's?
In the Martinelli apple
Martinelli's,
cider.
I drink that all the time.
Okay.
I'll get you that.
I'm totally cool with
That is-
Martinelli's.
I love
that is fucking
Martinelli's.
delicious.
Yeah, I
That
love
shit
it.
is-
I drink that shit all day.
Drink the Martinelli's and the champagne, to be honest.
Yeah, whenever
all day. Fuck
whenever
yeah.
I go to a family party, I'm super lucky that all my family like always gets me Martinelli's and stuff.
I always love when it's like on sale too, because it's like
Yeah,
around,
you get like
some,
the 3-pack.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Did you guys see why E40 got kicked out of? I figured I asked.
I just saw footage of him like leaving the stadium, and it
Wait, he got
said
kicked
He
out?
got kicked out
it
of
was a Kings
Warrior
fan,
Kings
but
game.
I don't.
Not
The
Warriors,
Warrior Kings game last night?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what I was asking.
It
it
seemed
up.
like he was too hypey.
Somebody wrote
Wasn't
it
doing
was
that,
it was due to a Kings fan, but I'm
Yeah.
they didn't give any specifics.
I think it was a Kings fan, especially, and I think he was pissed because as he was like leaving, got kicked out. The Kings fan kept taunting him too, so it was like, I'm really getting kicked out for something I didn't do. Kind of a
Is
thing.
that what it was?
That's what it seemed like.
Legendary Bay Area rapper E40 was ejected Saturday night from a Sacramento Golden One Center after a verbal altercation with a fan during the NBA. After the first game, during Game 1 of the NBA first round Western Conference Showdown. So it was just a verbal.
You gonna kick him out though?
Right.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
is a
How you
whole
gonna
weird.
kick the celebrity out?
Yeah.
Bay Area legend.
Very-
Oh, that's why, because it's in Sac. Never mind.
No, Sac.
Sac ain't the Bay.
Yep, that ain't his town.
Sag loves to claim
Sac,
it's the Bay, but
Stockton,
not.
Tracy,
Tracy,
Modesto.
really not.
Vacaville,
What was that?
even Fairfield ain't considered the Bay.
Fairfield ain't the Bay.
They-
Vallejo's
they,
the cutoff.
They feel
Vallejo's
like
the
they are,
cutoff,
though.
yeah.
Vallejo's the cutoff.
Yeah.
And I usually just think the first exit off Vallejo. You know,
Magazine Street.
Oh my
I
gosh!
never think of like
Cutting Vallejo off at the knees. Why don't you? Yeah.
you don't think about where the
Magazine Street.
theater is or where Marine World. You
Look,
consider
Mac-
that the Bay. I mean,
Mac
you consider
Dre-
that Vallejo. I
Mac-
just consider that
Mac
Marine
Dre
World.
is
that's like so much
hyphy,
closer
man.
to like
Yeah.
like not Napa, but like
There's not
going that
Discovery
way.
Bay or some shit like that.
There's a chunk of
Some chick from Oakland that I went on to eat long time ago. Went out to eat. She says because she was from Oakland. She's like, we don't consider Richmond the Bay, the East Bay. That's North Bay. Like you're fucking Stupid. That's East
I mean,
Bay.
I think you told me that too.
Yeah.
I remember somebody said Richmond ain't. Richmond ain't East Bay, and I was like, well, where is it?
Where is it? Yeah.
They was like, oh, that's North Bay. I was like,
No,
so
it's
what's
not.
Berkeley?
Yeah.
And I was like, you sound stupid as hell. I was like,
Well,
North Bay is Santa Rosa. Okay.
I heard somebody say once, if Bart doesn't go there, it's not the Bay.
Yeah.
Well, that just kills Vallejo.
Antioch.
And
Antioch's a cutoff.
It does go to
man,
Antioch.
they about to go.
Bart goes to Antioch.
They about to go to fucking. I know they're planning to go to Brentwood, but they might try to go further, and they might try to go deeper in San Jose too. They might try to go to like fucking like.
It should touch
Gilroy.
every city in the Bay.
it should.
It should
I would
touch
ride it
Vallejo.
more if it fucking,
It should definitely go to Sac.
Yeah.
And San Jose.
But then,
Well, you just
but
ride
then,
Amtrak.
But then Sac would be the Bay, and we don't want that.
Yeah, just take Amtrak
Well,
to get to Sacramento.
Amtrak is already at the Richmond
Yeah,
BART.
it is.
It's already at the same
Yeah,
station.
Yeah, but it's not Bart. It's Bart though. It's not Bart. Sorry.
They need to have that fucking, like, what was that?
Because
one?
also Bart is like more
one in
rapid
Japan?
too. That's what I'm saying.
What's that
Yeah.
one
Have you
called?
ever actually ridden the train to Sac?
I have not.
I
It's
have.
actually
It's
just a
pretty
fun
dope.
trip. We should go one day.
It is dope.
Yeah, we should just
did
go.
it. I did it when I bought
Downtown Center. There's so much stuff to do right now.
I bought
We should all go.
a ticket to Reno from Richmond BART, and it took me all the way from in train to Sac, and then because there was snow, I had to get off and take the bus. It took like, I don't know, 3 hours, less than 3 hours
Right.
to go. The only thing, the fucking bus driver was fucking foot on the gas, dude,
Flooring
in the
it.
snow. I was like, oh hell no,
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
Yeah, I took a bus from Oakland to Reno. It was like about 3 hours. No, it took longer because we had to stop and switch buses. But then like the person who was picking up the bus and switched buses didn't know where to come to. It was like hella stupid. And then I got mad because I kind of got sick because this lady kept coughing, and I was like, this is
COVID times.
right. Yeah.
Right
So
before.
it was January 2020.
Ooh.
That was a trip because she just kept coughing. And I was like, why are you on here? And I remember she wasn't covering her mouth. She was like one of those.
Oh, I
Hate those people.
hate those people. Also, people sneeze. Just
I've been
go
holding on.
Yeah.
with their mouth open and stuff.
I held it in a few times when your guy was here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I had
What,
to
fart?
cough.
Oh, no.
Cough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you did it in the mic.
You ever sneeze but like not try to do it? And you just like feel like your eyes about to come out the
Yeah.
sides.
And then I was.
You ever sneezed and farted at the same time?
Fuck yeah, dude. Come on now.
4th grade.
And you know what's
Shit.
dope?
They called me.
You ever fart on
I didn't
stage?
poop, but
Wait, Joaquin, tell the story.
Oh,
Shut up,
sorry,
JD.
sorry.
no. It was like
It's 4th grade.
it's okay. It's 4th grade, and I knew I had to pass gas. My teacher was in the middle of a grammar lesson.
That
And
bitch.
like so the projector's going, the lights are dark. I've got my hand up, but I don't think he can see me. And then all of a sudden I realized, oh no, I've got to sneeze, right? So I'm trying to hold the sneeze in, and then that's how it felt. Okay, and then for the rest of the year, like Andrew Biddle, shout out to Andrew Biddle, was all like, oh, and then the other kids would call me Fartin LaFarno instead of Martin Lascano,
I remember
right?
you told me that. Yeah.
All year.
Farting.
Kids are evil.
Till I got into
kids are
Kids are
evil,
evil.
dude.
Kids are evil. Yeah, it is true.
I farted one time in 1st grade, and then everyone was
First
like,
grade don't
"Ugh," and I was like, "Yeah, ew." Like I was like, I played it off like I didn't do that shit. Ew, who
Nah,
did that?
I've done that before.
I mean, I've seen kids. Remember when like sweat outfits like a thing? We had like the matching like tops and bottoms.
yeah.
I remember one kid like
sweatsuits.
it was just like his was like gray or like green or some color, and like his back of his pants was just brown. Like it was gross. I was like, God. And I was like, did he?
Have you seen the viral clip of the kid at school where he's like, "This is how you cover up a fart." How loud it vibrates his chair. Everyone starts laughing. He
Those
runs
are the
away.
worst. Yo, it depends on the chair. Yo, I farted in chairs before, and
so
one time it got
funny.
worse. And then somebody was like, bro, did you just fart? I was like, no. They was like, we heard you. I was like, all right, yeah. I was like, I ain't gonna hold it in here. And then it was funny because by me farting in class, we literally like talked about that for the next 20 minutes and didn't have to do work. So it was actually good. It helped out. But then I got mad because one time my homie was sitting in front of me and he kept farting, but he would get up and go to the back to fart. And then he would fart in the back and then try to blame it on me because I was in the front. But literally the his farts came all the way to the, I'm like, but then
Yeah.
I was like,
They
how you
follow
gonna blame
him.
it on me? You keep getting up, randomly go to the back.
Yeah.
I know you farting back there, dude. He's like, nah, that's not me. I'm like, well, I was like, who else is getting up? And all of a sudden, you just smell like farts all of a sudden.
I'm starting to think it was you.
You remember Sergio Barajas, comic?
I think so.
He has to have a joke. He was like, "You ever fart in the bus?" He's like, "It's easy, man. Just blame the fat guy."
Yeah.
So now, do you want to talk about our show on June 23rd, motherfucker?
Yes. Now I want to talk about it.
Okay. I'm excited for that.
I'm super excited about this. This is gonna be cool. We still have to work out some details.
Yeah. Well, like what? This is the thing that. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
God.
It's not the same as a comedy
It's
show, huh,
fucking,
motherfucker?
it's so much complicated than fucking booking a comedy show. Like, this has been like 6 or 7 times going back and forth with, because the band's like, let me ask all the members. Let me, hey, so you sure we can work? We can keep the door? Like, hijos de tu puta madre. Like, it's
Managers
so,
want to know.
I get it, but it's so complicated.
Yeah.
Like, if this was a comedy show, we would have already had the flyer done. Fucking, and these dudes are like, I don't want my picture on the flyer.
Because he's like,
I get it.
because because this was the thing, right? He goes, hey, we got June 23rd. Flacco.
It took us like 7 tries to get the fucking date. First of all,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I was like, what is the date? June 23rd. All right, cool. So we can split the door. Dope. We're both going to play an hour show. And I was like, cool. Then Flacco sends his stage plot. I was like, and then JD goes, state for what? I was like, so you know where everyone sets up. This is like where we all set up. And here's the fucked up part. Here's our stage plot. And now both bands got to work around each other, talking about, can we use our drums, blah, blah. They're the headliners, but if we're using our drums, do we set up, blah, blah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Imagine if you sent the club, okay, I'm going to draw a picture. I want the mic here. I want a stool next with a Sprite and a water.
Yep. Yep.
XLR needs to be 25 feet and over because I walk around a lot. Like, that's what these motherfuckers do to every show.
The funny thing about it is,
That's
the more
not abnormal.
The
This
more
is
I'm
a
hearing,
I know.
the more I'm hearing about this, I feel like this is what comedians should be demanding. Cut of the door, kind of like, because once you make it big, you do have a writer.
But this is
That is part of your
that is
rider.
true.
A 100-foot cable.
What I'm saying is,
wired mics,
it's a big
right?
ensemble.
Yeah.
That's all
100%.
It's a different thing.
Or-
yeah. I'm just saying I'm not used to it. I'm not saying it's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, at least we're not asking for like warm towels and shit. Because that's part of like.
Chocolate
That doesn't
cherries
sound bad. That
dipped
doesn't
in
sound
champagne.
I mean, we ask for towels
A Wonka bar.
when we play for like bigger shows, like when we play like festivals and stuff. Not like never played like Bottle Rock or anything, but like when you play like local like stuff.
You ask for towels?
Yeah, we ask for towels.
I would ask for towels too.
I want some Roman
Sweat.
candles. I want some.
And then you have to have a dressing room, like
bath bombs.
to some extent, right? Even if it's a little tent, like at least a little area for us to get ready and stuff, or at least a place for us to park that's convenient for us.
Yeah, comics ask for a green room.
Private
or like
hot
a-
tub in the green room.
Yeah,
I've seen Justin Timberlake's writer. Did I tell you about
You've
that?
seen
Oh
Adele's?
God, that's got to be crazy.
He wanted like fresh cut strawberries, bottle of champagne, and the hot tub ready to go.
and a lot of things aren't like. Think about this too, right? Because like Adele's and One Direction's
Voss water.
Yeah, Adele and like One Direction's rider got leaked, and
Please tell me
it's
Adele's.
like 100 pages, right? And it's like
100.
Yeah, easy. Because like when you get to that level, everything on your rider is from certain people have to wear this badge, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like
that's other stuff.
No, but that's
Rider, but that's more.
Yeah, but the rider is like in their dressing room. You need to have the white curtains. You need to have a white couch.
Racist.
You need to have that's like what Adele likes,
loves
right?
black dudes, so.
Or whatever, a green sofa. Like they run around with this, but this is how it needs to be set up every single day. Here's a picture. Every locker room's a little different. But then they explained. He goes, when you're that big, right? Think about you're going through airports, private security, and stuff like that. And so by the time this artist gets to the venue, you're in a hockey locker room.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Sit in a fold-out chair?
Yeah.
No, they're selling out the fucking arena that you're playing in. One person versus 36 players that are selling out that arena, right?
Got you.
One person is selling out that arena. So they want to be comfortable you better make sure they feel like they're at home before they go on stage.
Gotcha.
As much as home as you can make it, right? That's why they have a fridge full of their favorite drinks. That's why you want champagne. That's why some people, like, I don't have it anymore, but I would bring around like a kind of a mask, like a vapor thing, to just because if it's hot or if it's too cold or something.
Some people want, like, singers want oxygen.
Yeah. When you go on tour in other countries, before you have to, they'll come to rehearsal studios and give you IVs and shit before you go on tour, because like all that shit. So like for us,
boxers need their doctor right there, ready.
Right. So like for us, when we're doing a local show, the most we need to know is, do we have enough XLRs and microphones for everyone? And
all you
do you have a mixer? That's the one thing people don't think about is like, do you have a mixer?
We need to borrow that, Phil.
No, we need a bigger one than that.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find one.
Yeah, we need at least like a 16-channel mixer for everybody.
I think Mikey will let us borrow one. It's just
I got 5 on this one.
And for our listeners, where's the show going to be?
It's going to be at El Garaje.
El
It's just complicated. It's way more complicated than I thought.
Yeah.
Because last time we did the show with Flaco's band at the Burn Ramen, Mikey has all that shit. So I'm like, just I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And this is just like, oh fuck, this is like, at one point I was like, I don't know if I want to do this shit anymore.
Right.
But it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be super fun, and then once we get it, like once we iron out all the details, and we kind of like,
he might stop by and help me host it at the end.
Cool. Yeah.
Because he likes Latinas. That's what he said. No.
Hopefully I won't be able to make it. I'll just say that. Hopefully I won't be able to make it. I'll tell you off air why.
Why?
I'll tell you
why.
off
Quit
air
being a
why.
fucking bitch and tell me right now.
I don't want to jinx it.
Okay. All right. Oh, I know why. You want me to tell you why he's winning? No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to. All right. So
I can't wait till I get a writer. That's like, I'm hearing all this stuff. I can't wait till like I get a, like.
I mean, you can now. It's just people might not book you.
yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Trying to burn bridges. No.
People will book our band, but like, obviously we can't be like ridiculous about it. Like we can't say we want 3 Reese's just for the lead singer and they need to be room temperature. Like we can like towels is not like a huge request. Sometimes they'll be like, nah, and we'll be like, all right, we'll still come.
There's a video of James from Metallica reading Axl Rose's writer.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
And he's making fun of it.
Yeah.
A bottle of champagne, his steak cut into cubes so he can sing like this. Like he makes fun of all his shit. Yeah. It's that's when that dude was like in his peak, where he could ask for whatever the fuck he wanted.
There's some crazy shit out there.
Which is, I mean, food is not. That doesn't seem crazy.
No,
because they got fucking. I've seen, because when I worked Chase Center, I saw how the chefs get down and shit, dude. Like they could literally make anything in the world for them.
Right.
I saw WWE's.
Think about it.
WWE's catering. WWE's catering is sick, dog.
Superb, isn't
right?
it?
Well, because they got to eat super healthy. So let's say you're on.
And they have
we're
to eat
all
quite
on
a
tour.
bit,
Say
some
we're
of
all
them.
on tour together. You're vegan.
Some
you know,
dudes
you only eat Taco Bell. You only eat taco trucks, and I'm like, I want like a mixture of everything.
I'm picky now because what I eat.
No, 100%. But they gotta. If we have catering with us, they gotta be able to feed all of us every single day, and we're the headliners. We gotta be able to. You know what I mean?
That's true. We did go on tour. That's how it be.
The Warriors food. I saw with them.
That's arena level too. Like you're not getting catering if if we're playing clubs.
The WWE's catering was fucking dope though, man.
What do you mean clubs?
Huh?
Like what clubs?
Like if you're doing like bottom of the hill or something.
Oh yeah, that you're not gonna get.
What do you mean bottom of the hill?
That's a small little club that
In
like,
SF
club.
or
It's gone now too.
You said
Is it
clubs.
fully gone?
It's gone. Yeah.
No, it's not.
You said clubs.
Pretty
I
sure
thought
it
you
is.
meant comedy clubs. So I was like, you can write as a comedy club.
No. I'm talking about like.
I remember I got told a story about Felipe Esparza's writer.
No, it's not.
It was because he was vegan, and the place he was like, okay, so he's like, can you have like all these like type of stuff like in like the green room and stuff like that. And then Felipe got to the spot because he's vegan, but he was doing a show like I think it was Alabama. And then he got there and he walked into the green room and he was like, hey, where's all the stuff? He was like, dude was like, you were serious about that? He was like, yeah, dude, I'm vegan. So he was like, now he just had like nothing available to eat, and he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, is there a Taco Bell near here? Because Taco Bell, you can make anything. You can make most stuff vegan there, or there's several stuff you can make vegan there. That's how I say vegan at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Why would you not take that serious? If an artist is coming through,
Alabama.
You know what's funny? You just said
just dumb
it's
as
not
fuck.
funny.
Like some of these
if
other
Felipe
states.
came,
Four dead and
if
shooting
Felipe
at
came
a
through here and he
Suxy.
was like, "Hey, I need ginger tea," To like, we were gonna go to the store and get fucking
4 dead in a shooting at a Sweet 16 party in Alabama. They just came up right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not bullshitting.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That's crazy. Speaking of Alabama, I'm just
sounds like them.
This just came up.
Sounds about white.
Yep.
Whoa.
Too soon?
It's the southern
you got something to
state.
add to that, bro?
It's the fact that it's a southern state. Don't get it twisted. No.
Phil's gonna leave. Corday, you bullied him the whole time.
Stop bullying Phil, Corday, please. No.
Karma.
What I'm
He's gonna say something.
I was just going to point out it might not be the wisest decision to keep bullying the guy who controls whether we can hear y'all or not. Just a thought. Just
Hey, I don't bully you.
If you watch Patrice O'Neal, Black Phillip show, people was yelling every time he used to mute his girlfriend. They would still be yelling. I was like, how did you ever? Like he's like mute her because she's like,
oh yeah.
She was like,
Did you guys hear? Remember when that dude, some congressman, wanted them to mute Ronald Reagan? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
What?
Who was he speaking to?
I can't remember.
It was some guy, like one of his like political enemies, and they were like in those meetings with the senators and the president, and the guy's like, yeah, turn off his microphone. He's the president, dog. Like some ballsy ass shit. Yeah.
That's funny.
I remember one time Ronald Reagan was giving a speech and a dude walked up
the balloon
and like moved the mic to stopped him from speaking and then like started talking to him like,
oh yeah,
and it was like imagine somebody walking up stopping the president while in the middle of a speech and telling him like don't say it, like kind of like
I think that was like a Secret Service move.
Yeah.
They were talking about yeah. I know, right? Yeah.
And you're keeping the mic.
Can you imagine how much the Secret Service knows?
My God.
They have to know
Every single affair.
They do all their dirty work. They have to do all their fucking, you know.
How
There
dirty
was
is
a show called House of Cards.
Yeah.
And one of the security, one of the Secret Service agents gets injured in the first season, if I recall, like badly, and he's hospitalized. And he says some very interested, sort of coded things about what the couple that he was guarding, what the senator and his wife were really like. Just to let you know that they're not all smiles and good-natured pretty early on. Like, he's like, they claim they go to church, but I've been guarding them for years. I've never seen them go in on a single Sunday. Stuff like that, and then as the guy goes on, you realize, they
go in on Wednesday.
Kevin Spacey and his wife in the show are pieces of shit, which is the point. They're both pieces
Not
of
that
shit.
going to church saves you from being a horrible person either.
True, but I'm just saying, like, it was meant to
Or like
signal
Olivia
their
Pope from,
lack of
Scandal.
virtue. The fact that they claimed to go and they didn't.
All right.
So,
Are you guys excited about this Flash movie that's coming out? Because I sure
Oh
am.
my God, this fucking superhero bullshit. Yeah,
200 episodes. Can you believe?
Hey, what episode is this?
I don't even know. I'll have to look.
Okay.
189.
I
No,
can-
198.
Hold on. Let me open the
169.
Because
laptop
last
here.
time episode 200, the 100 technically
169.
was a different.
We are not that far away.
No, I just
Well, yeah,
want to say
technically-
I just wanna
Last
say
time
69.
episode 100 was actually 101.
Well, we recorded episode 101 before episode 100, technically. So technically episode 100 wasn't the 100th episode produced, but in canon,
All right.
that was the
Hey,
100th
serious
episode.
question.
look at
Serious
this, just
question.
breaking the fourth
Serious
wall.
question though, because like last summer was the hottest.
Jamar was 191.
Okay.
So we're at 195.
Why are you yelling?
We're at 195, JD.
Dude, I'm not even wearing the headphones.
No, you were kind of yelling.
If you
You
want.
were yelling
Hey.
really loud.
No, this is like a serious question though, because you guys experienced that fucking hot ass summer we had last year.
Yeah.
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 And then
And that
it was
cold-ass winter.
also the
Cold-ass
coldest,
winter.
the coldest winter we've had,
Coldest
where it was fucking snow in Livermore
Snowing.
and not that far from here. And they're saying that this year's summer is gonna be worse.
Hotter?
Yeah,
Oh, it's perfect time to go surfing, baby. You
Jesus. So
guys want to go with me?
What do you guys think of that? What are you guys thoughts on
swim.
that?
I'm
Corday.
And most houses here don't
I
have
can
AC.
swim. I
Don't
can
have
swim. That was a
AC.
joke. I learned something in third grade.
Well, you-
Got?
No, I was playing with
It's
you.
gonna suck.
I love hot.
Yeah.
well, yeah, because you got
Same.
you've-
I love the hot.
I love the hot.
Well, I was going to say, even the houses that do have AC,
Yeah.
PG&E's going to shut their power off because their grid can't meet the current power demands. So,
He's right about that.
That is right, and that's nothing to do with Republicans or Democrats. That's
We're so close.
That's just
bringing that
corrupt
up.
PG&E, because they'd rather pay the fines than
Because
actually
of the
maintain.
free market.
We'll give you that.
Because of the free market.
But it also happened in Texas
is allowed.
during the cold.
Well, also Texas has their own grid, and that shit fucking breaks down all the fucking time because they wouldn't be
tell us
different,
why.
separate
Tell
from
us why
everybody
it's shitty, Corday. Tell us why it's shitty. Tell us why that grid is shitty.
Because Texas decided, instead of coming together with all of America and all of the US of A, they decided
That's true patriots.
We're gonna have it's true patriots. They decided we're gonna have our own shit, even though it was out of date. That's why
they wanted to bail out.
Huh?
And they wanted to bail out.
And they wanted to bail out. And then that's why it had frozen over, and then literally people had to a lot of people's pipes was freezing up and stuff like that because there's 3 major grids. 2 of them control everywhere except the one that's in Texas that controls Texas. But shit wasn't up to date. They wasn't checking up on it. It was like, this shit hasn't been updated in about 20 years.
And what did Ted Cruz do?
He went on
Mexico.
vacation.
And what is Ted Cruz?
A
Republican.
Well, that's been the voice party, and
I just wanted to throw that out there for no reason. Just
Wait, is that really how we're ending?
No,
the
no,
episode?
that's not how we're ending.
I
this.
tried. I thought
that
was
is
a
how
funny way to go.
I did want to just mention, what you got any counter argument to that, Mr.
Did y'all see that thing where PG&E is trying to pass that thing where they change the way they bill people? So instead of billing you based on your energy consumption, they're going to charge you a percentage of your income. So the more you make, the more you have to pay, even if you use less than someone else.
Phil, how much do you make?
I don't think that's any of our listeners'
Not
business.
6 figures, I tell you that much, and you need at least 6 figures to own a house.
So what you're trying to tell me is that they're going to charge the rich more? Is that what you're trying to say? They're going to tax the rich more is what you were telling me?
Well, it affects everybody because you need to be making $250 a year in order to own a home. In California, if you're making less than $250, you're never going to own a home. So that's what we all should be striving for.
Yeah, teachers.
And
So you're saying we don't have to worry about that in our tax?
You're saying we're living with our parents forever?
So you mean to tell me you're saying PG is corrupt even though you're not going to be able to make $250?
Well,
they're taxing people who don't make that much income.
Here comes a Democrat who disagrees with you.
Actually, I'm not even disagreeing. What I'm saying is, it's interesting.
That's a very polite way of disagreeing.
There have been reports.
Marcos, will you shut the fuck up, Marcos?
There have been reports that more and more young people, people between we'll say young adults, have been grouping together with their friends and buddies and buying houses together.
Yeah.
So the single person buying a house is no longer possible, but groups of people who are you know what? I could live with you for the rest of my life. Screw it. Let's do it.
And you know what
Has become the
Republicans do?
trend.
They say no, that's all the Mexicans coming together in one household in a family.
Now, just say
buying a
Mexicans.
house.
You say young
Right.
people. Just say Mexicans, bro.
Okay.
But that's not what they interviewed a couple of white folks.
Wait,
It was an article in the
you say
Atlantic.
Mexican?
But they don't.
would you move in with
They
Rigo?
don't put shit on white folks like that at all, stuff like that. That's why.
Would you move in with Rigo?
no.
Okay.
Me, my wife, and my kids want to have a place together. We don't want to have to split a 3-bedroom house with 6 other people. That's not
That is
how you should
hilarious
live.
that you think
Phil, how many
They
kids do
didn't
you
say
have?
it was
buying a
6,
3-bedroom house. They are buying a 2-bedroom house and 1 bathroom and 6 roommates, and 3 of them are living
Well,
in the garage.
I shared that with you. I think it was Zillow posted a study where they compared minimum wage versus cost of living across the United States.
Yeah.
Red states, blue state, New York, California, everything in between. And they found that the average person making minimum wage to afford rent would either need 3 roommates and you split a 2-bedroom house with 2 people per room.
Right.
Or you have to work 4 full-time jobs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Of those 2 options, I don't think the 4 of them are not feasible.
Yeah, but that's not how it's supposed to be.
This is why I live with
that's
my
not
parents.
ideal.
But
We shouldn't be settling for that.
Culture changes.
a-
People. I'm not saying it should be that way, but I'm saying some people have adapted. I don't think they should.
I have a buddy.
I'm just trying to have a quiet place to fuck. That's all I
Well,
want.
see, you're never
JD,
gonna have that.
He's speaking real facts right now, man.
Yeah.
Right?
just
I have a
real-
buddy who's he keeps asking me every time I see him. He goes, "Hey, so you moving out soon? You moving out?" And I'm like, "It's not going to change every week, blah blah blah, right?" And he was he's serious about this. He goes, "You're not going to become a real man unless you move out. That's going to be your journey to being a real man."
Real quick.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
can we just stop that
Yep.
train of thought real
Yep.
quick? Because
Well, there's a whole industry around making housing unaffordable.
Right, and this
you
is
have
what
people who flip houses for a living.
Yeah,
you have companies that buy up property so they can drive up the property value.
Right.
Like, there's a whole industry about making housing unaffordable.
Right, and
it's a very profitable industry.
Right, but this is the thing, right? So he just got himself a spot. It is no bigger. Like, his entire kitchen, living room, and stuff is probably this big, right?
And there's
probably smaller, probably a little smaller, thinner, and he's got a room, right, with the bathroom. And it's a nice little spot, but he pays like, up like close to $2,000. And he was like, "Hey man," he was like, "So you just got to move out, blah blah. Get something small like this." I was like, "Dude, I can't afford this. This would be my month."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't. How could I eat? How could I do anything? And it was like, "How much do you think I make?" Right? Because like I'm open. Like, I don't make that much money.
Yeah.
Right. I work a very minimal job. And he was like, "Yeah, I make." He's like, "I make like $5,000 a month, $6,000 on a good month, right?" Because like he's a freelance barber, and I was like,
"Oh, that fucking guy?"
Yeah, no, not Ryan, another guy. But no. So I'm like, you know that you make 3 times what I make, dude. You know that I don't even make close to that. What I make can't even pay the rent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, "Go find another job. There's better jobs out there." I was like, 1, I didn't go to college.
So, yeah.
2, I do have other projects that I'm really passionate about that I think are going to work out. So but like, I'm tired of people coming up to me and saying like, "You got to do this, and that to become this, and that." You know what I mean? Like, let me do my thing. Let me worry about me.
Yeah.
And you worry about you. Yeah, you know what?
Like, I'm tired of
In
people.
your face, Republicans.
No, he agreed with. He just agreed with me on that. Like, realistic.
That's all we wanted. Republicans to agree with.
Real talk.
How tired are you, dude?
And honestly,
you're not reading the room at all.
And honestly, the whole housing thing, like, it's messed up. But historically, people going out buying their own houses and the span of human history itself is relatively new. Back in the day, communal housing used to be the common thing. Up until like the Industrial Revolution and the cities started being built, like modern cities,
and
right?
even like
and then people
now,
started fleeing from their multifamily homes to make their way in the textile mills and stuff. Let's see what we can do. Yep. So I mean, it's all a part of this like changing like cultural evolution.
And even Stockton and Tracy that were like affordable to 100K houses. That shit's like going up.
It's going up too because everybody's moving out of the Bay and just commuting.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could figure out a way to change things back to affordability, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to do that. Not in our lifetime.
We're all gonna live in apartments eventually because they're tearing down hella houses and building apartments over it.
Yeah, people are buying it up as
it's gonna be like New York.
This is gonna be cyberpunk everywhere, man.
So as creatives, you ever, as Marcos touched upon it, like trying to move out, like the man thing is to move out and stuff like that, or to eventually want to buy a house. You ever think of the I think about this constantly. The moving out is like the man thing, or you're at this age, but then there's also the whole creative side too, and like you're not where you want to be creatively. So it's like I don't want to move out, buy an apartment. And then it takes away from my creative side or let me go out and be as creative because I have to just pay rent or have to pay. I moved out, so now my rent is an extra $700, and I have to work to cover that rent. Versus like just staying.
Your stage time, yeah.
My stage time versus like staying home with parents or a family member and it being cheaper. And then I can save on that aspect of it. Does that ever cross your mind? Especially because we're all men too, so it's always like
I've heard that, but I've also heard of some. Like whatever comics who live on their own, and it also pushes you to work on that a little bit more. Yeah. Like some of our I don't want to mention their names, but like where they have they have kids and they have and now when they really go out, they really gotta go hard. Go hard.
I think everybody, their creative process, their financial situation, it's just different. And holding everyone up to the golden standard of this is the way you should have done things is kind of ridiculous. I mean, looking at it from like a larger standpoint, with the concept of like, well, you're men, you're supposed to go out and move. In India, right? The common preference culturally, they prefer having sons over daughters. because the way they think it is, the daughter's going to get married off somewhere.
Go move in with the husband.
Right. But the sons are going to stay and take care of us when we get old and can't go to the crapper ourselves. You know, the sons are going to be the responsible ones to tend the farms and help us with the housework. The sons are going to be the ones that, right, because in that tradition, the sons take care of the parents in their old age. And like, so when you hear folks say, well, there's a standard for either men or women to do X, Y, Z, I kind of go, well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, if you look at the entire picture of humanity, it's kind of, these things don't hold up for everybody.
Yeah.
And we forget that, I think.
Yeah. Also, it's
Or we
not
don't
like
know.
it's not like we're not thinking about it, or it's not like we're not like, fuck. Like for me at least, and maybe this will pass at some point, but like for me at least, I'm definitely like, I do see people like that I went to high school with and stuff have their own houses now. You know, have like my cousins have their own spots, and I'm like, yeah.
But then you think do they follow their dreams?
I have a cousin that does crypto, does pretty well, and I have another cousin who just bought a house.
Down right now. You don't remember my jokes?
Yeah, but like
No.
That's the thing.
They sold
but
at the right
but
time.
he makes a living. You know, he day trades, and then I have someone else another cousin who went to college and didn't use her degree and ended up getting a really good job. You know what I mean? So like, it worked out, but like not everyone's in that same situation. I have two cousins that's lived with their parents until they were like 35 too. So like, you know,
there's also a difference in
whatever.
living with your parents and then being a fuck up, like getting arrested every weekend and
right, getting DUIs
as opposed
all the
to
time and
actually
stuff like
doing
that.
something that takes a risk and it is.
I think there's a difference about
big
what
fucking
we're all
difference.
doing
Yeah,
here.
huge
What we're-
Living with your parents and then having like 3 kids you're not raising because you're being an ass.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
Right.
that's different.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing where you gotta like look at it like, you know, like are you like, you know yourself you're not fucking up and doing stupid shit, so yeah, you know, just say you're helping your parents.
No, 100%. And I pay rent
Yeah.
at the house. You know what I mean? Like I'm not living there for free.
Right.
But
And
like
I'm sure-
I'm helping out.
Yeah.
But it's like, the other thing too is I have really good support at home. My parents believe in me and believe in my dreams, and you know, like I have some family from New Mexico home today, you know, and all my whole family's out there having dinner, and I'm like, but I believe in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I truly do, and I think that's like a really good, like that's what I was talking about. Like, you know, it's gonna be tiring if you have a show the day and we do the 200th and we have to shoot again, but that's the life of a rock star. That's what we do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And honestly, it's gonna take that much work, a lot more consistently too. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know,
You said
it's seriously, I'm willing to put in that work.
Yeah.
For this.
Damn.
And I think that's what
You talking about this?
Yes,
yeah.
this right here.
Yeah.
The voice party.
I'm willing to put that much work into this.
That's why I live at home.
It's dedication, man.
I want to put the work. I want to put in the work. No, really, because I want to put in the work. 'Cause it's
okay,
like, because for
I
me,
thought you were
I
being
mean,
an ass
look
right
at
now.
Corday.
No.
He's going out to Santa Barbara, going out to Oregon, going out to wherever. Like,
And then
I'm
if-
so fucking proud of how much Corday hustles.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
I can't sing Corday's praises enough.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Like, honestly,
Yeah.
you have to think about that shit. Like, if you don't want this, you're not doing that.
It was literally like move out, and I was like, if I move out, I got like.
You were
Because
just
you were about to.
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
just about to.
And I was like, fuck, things gonna be tight. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like try to, cause I want to go out to states more and like do like
Right.
a run of shows. And I'm like, fuck, if I move
That shit
out,
costs money.
I was like, it's gonna cost money, and I'm like, fuck, the money I was gonna probably spend on a ticket there and probably try to crash at a friend's spot. Or I might not be able to, or last minute need like a vehicle or some stuff. I was like, I might not
money
be
for
able to have that because I'm spending extra money on rent, and I'm like, fuck, I'm spending an extra $600 to $500 on top of the rent I had before. Now I can't do that trip. Now I can't do that thing. Or like sometimes I buy a pair of shoes, but that's like a reward for me.
Right.
Like that's like this is okay. You've been doing this show. You can treat yourself to like this. That's like giving back to myself.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Because it's like I'm like, or maybe like I'm doing shows and then I'm trying to sell merch, but I don't have enough money. Big beautiful foreheads, by the way. I don't have money to purchase merch, and purchasing merch to let it sell on shows is an additional way to make more of an income on a show that you might not get paid that
But
much.
it costs initial.
But it
the
costs
initial
initial.
cost is
Yeah,
extremely
and then-
And
detrimental.
it's a big
to a lot
risk.
of-
Yeah.
You're not gonna make your money back right away.
100%.
Exactly.
because-
so it's like
because-
so it's like, oh, why you didn't pay rent? Oh, I bought merch instead. You know.
People don't understand too. And the one thing people really don't understand is like they're like, why don't you go to state? Like people got money out there, blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been offered out-of-state stuff or LA shows and stuff like that, right? Oregon. But the thing is,
they wouldn't meet your rider. No.
No. They'll offer you, say what? Say $1,000, say $1,200, $1,500, right? That sounds like a lot if I was going to Berkeley from Richmond, right?
But or it's a lot for a comedian, but not for a band.
But okay, but yeah, for me, right?
It ends up being like
about this.
$100 each after you split the costs and
it's gonna be $200-$300 for gas to get there and back for our van, right? If something breaks on that van, we're fucked.
Yep.
Right? Because I'd spend $1,000 on those tires. That shit was hell expensive.
Yep.
If we got to get a hotel, because we got 2 benches in that.
Food.
There's 4 people, 5 people. We got to get food.
Gas.
You know what I mean? And you're not just hungry once on a 3-day trip. You're hungry 3 or 4 times.
That is so funny. You're not hungry once.
You know what I mean, though? Like it's
You're not
factual.
just hungry
real.
once.
That's
You know what I mean? So next thing you know, you get paid $1,500 and you're
good thing-
down $2,000.
Good thing you're not drinking booze anymore, because that
100%. Say the band wants to drink booze. Say you want to go have a good night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's tough.
I get cheap sometimes too. Like sometimes I'd be like middle of a like, do I get free drinks? Like, oh, you get free drinks, and so JD, you're not headlining yet, but when you get 2 drink tickets and they say the meal is included, that's when I felt like I made it, because they be like, oh, the food ain't free, because it's like they'll pay you this much, 2 free drink tickets and a meal. Like, that's what the headliner usually gets. I was working towards that, because like the pay is good, but it was like that meal though.
I did a show where they offered free drinks and a meal, but I didn't take the meal.
You always take the meal, dude.
He came with me that day.
Always take the
It was
meal.
hella hot, and they were cooking the Mexican food inside the place.
I don't care.
Remember that?
Always take the meal.
And it was kind of like,
Yeah, no, it
Always
didn't smell great.
all right, we get the light.
I would say always take the meal, because that's like you're getting to work.
Yeah, I get it.
Then I was like, you talking about a rider?
We had
I
just
was like,
ate, though. It was
I
like,
can't
you
wait to
know.
have a rider, because when you get to a comedy club, you can request a rider.
Yeah.
So that's like the next.
Like,
step.
were you able to get a rider with your special? That
We just got the second light, guys.
oh
But go ahead and
I
answer
think
him.
so.
yeah,
So no, it wasn't a rider. It wasn't a rider per
Just
se.
like
It was just like
a small list.
whatever you want, you can get. It was like free. You
Don't
want
they,
free food?
don't they buy food outside of the club for you if you're headlining? I mean, I know because
Yeah.
Godfrey, I saw Godfrey when he did Tommy T's, he ordered Thai food from a Thai restaurant.
Yeah, I would probably order Indian food or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think I would always order wings.
Yeah.
Just to have it,
Yeah.
because most places don't have wings or some shit like that. But there's an Indian spot, I would probably order that shit, like extra naan. Because it's like dope Indian spot that has like, I love naan. But yeah.
Tell us where they can find you, JD.
No. You close out the episode with your Michael Myers hair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Corday.
I've been holding that one in for fucking Michael Myers hair. I'm sorry.
Corday, tell us where they can find you.
They can find me at St. Louis rolling on dub, smoking on dub. You can find me at Corday Made Your Day on Instagram, on YouTube. You can look at me at Corday Snell on Facebook, and you can find me on Twitter at Corday Made YR Day, because I didn't put Yo Day. So yeah.
Joaquin, where can they find you?
Joaquin Xavier on Facebook, Joaquin_Xavier on Instagram, Joaquin Xavier on Twitter.
JD, where can they find you?
You can find me at Kaiser Permanente. I'm in deep need of a lot of pain medication. You can find me JD__ on IG, and that's it.
All right, you can find me at 2J Marcos Molinar. Also, you can find me at 2 Nuts 1 Sack and Tomorrow's June with the 2 on all platforms. Also, you can find all of us here at The Voice Party. Thank you guys for joining us.
What about
That's been
Phil?
The Voice
What about
Party.
Phil?
Oh, Phil, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find IOP video on Instagram.
You can find him on January 6th documentary.
That's been The Voice Party. We're out.
You could call.